100 million naira. 100 million naira. That is the ransom. That is the ransom demand for each of the 38 helpless Nigerians that were kidnapped in Kwara State yesterday. 100 million naira to free each of the helpless persons, the helpless Nigerians that were abducted in Kwara State yesterday. That is what these guys are demanding for. Now, if these persons, if they had up to 10%, less than 10% of that money, how many of them will still be in Nigeria? Will they still be in Nigeria? How many of them will still be in Nigeria? Yes, there are some people that will definitely stay in Nigeria no matter the amount of money they have. But how many of these people will still be in this country if they had anything close to that kind of money? These guys will leave the people in Abuja that are messing this country up and go and pick up helpless Nigerians, elderly women and children. They pick them up and start demanding for 100 billion naira to release each of them. Where are they expecting these people to get this money from? From where? From where? And it clearly explains why nothing has been happening. It's part of the reason why this has been going on for decades and nothing has happened yet. How will anything happen when these same people, when they are captured, they are recruited, they are given a job, instant employment immediately to join the security forces? They infiltrate the security forces and start leaking out intel to their colleagues that are still in the bush, because you can't even call them their former colleagues. They are still colleagues. They are still loyal to their former colleagues, to their colleagues. They start leaking intel. So how will the military win the war against these bandits, against these people, against these terrorists? How? 100 million naira for helpless Nigerians. Now, to go to church in Nigeria, to go to the church in Nigeria, you have to have 100 million naira cooling off somewhere. That is the price now for going to church in northern Nigeria. To go to church in northern Nigeria, you must have 100 million naira minimum sitting in the bank somewhere. Sitting out somewhere, you must have 100 million naira. To use Nigerian roads, you must have at least 50 million naira. To pay ransom, sitting off somewhere. To go to church, 100 million naira must be cooling off somewhere. You must have it to pay ransom. We can't use our roads. We can't go to church. Where is next? Where are these people coming next? What's their next target? That should be the question, because I'm very sure they have a next target. Even as they are carrying out a current target, they have a plan already. They have a roadmap. It is why they have been executing these plans successfully. They have planned way ahead. Aside from the fact that they have agents working in the Nigerian security forces, they have their people there. They obviously have their plans well mapped out. So if you don't have 100 million naira in the north, forget about going to the church. That is the cost of going to the church. Now the price of going to church in Nigeria, 100 million naira minimum. And there's no guarantee that you will even get your freedom after you're abducted. Even after paying that money, your freedom is still not guaranteed. The country from bad to worse every day. It's like talking in the wind, talking about the problems of this country now. It's like talking to the wind. It's a waste of energy. It's not like a total waste of energy, total waste of time. Because the problems keep multiplying. The more you talk about these problems, the more they keep multiplying. Nothing is being done. Nobody's doing anything. Don't be fooled. They are doing, but it's not showing because their efforts are being thwarted by their own colleagues. So that is why you can't even see the results. Nothing is showing. 100 million naira now just to go to church in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria in particular. That is what the country has turned into. And when these people are captured, they are not only pardoned, they are given instant employment to join forces. To join forces with the military. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. The stages of advancement this country keeps going through every blessed day, every week, every month. Insecurity. It has never been this bad in this country. Never.